Now, you were a believer in Christ. Have you seen Christ? Have you had an experience with him since your passing? He was here. All right, today's date is May 7th. Time is a little after 6:30 p.m. I am set up to do a brief session. I'm going to initially ask for I'm going to initially ask for Mica Miller, the wife of a pastor, John Paul. She unfortunately took her life recently, and there's a lot of attention on her and what happened to her. I've been feeling this pulling to ask for her, and I kind of normally wait a couple days to see, what I'm feeling regarding that. So I've got a voice track of her. I took just a bit of her voice, was able to reverse it, slow it, and chop it up into little random bits, making complete gibberish, a track of just her voice. And I want to give her a chance to speak. Now, if she wants to talk, I will ask for her again later tonight. If not, then this will be the only time that I ask for her. But I just focused. I said a prayer, and I just focused, and I felt like she came through and acknowledged that she would be willing to speak. I have my baby crying in the other room, so I could hear her, so hopefully she doesn't interfere with the recording here. Let's see. I'm going to try this here. Let me adjust this. Let's see. Mica, I was just focusing on you. I told you who I was. I told you what I do. And I felt that you were there. I could see you. I felt you sitting in a chair next to me. And I'm just going to trust. And if you can use this, I'm going to ask you a question, and then you just can speak using your voice. I may not hear everything you say in real time, but that's okay. In fact, let me go ahead and put up a picture of you. Hold on. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. I'm going to choose your voice. Okay, and so here's your picture. Mica, this is for you. I want to see if you want a chance to speak. Let's try it. I felt that there was a pulling to ask for you that you might want to speak, and I don't know. Is that true? Okay. Sounded like possibly a yes there. I don't know. There's a lot of people that are upset with your death. I know what happened. I heard the 911 call. I watched some video of your ex-husband or former husband, or, I know you were separated but not divorced. I saw him speaking in front of the congregation of his church. So there's this whole thing bothers me, and I felt compelled to ask for you. But I don't know if you are willing and wanting to speak. If you are, I will do a session with you later. Would you want to talk? Something here. Okay. Some people thought that maybe he was involved that he did this or had something to do with it, but it sounds like that's not necessarily the case, that he didn't do it, but there were plenty of things it sounds like he did do. Are you willing or wanting to speak about those things? I mean, from what I could see, you were there, you seemed present, you seemed okay on the other side. But, you were clearly in a lot of pain for you to do what you did. How are you? How are you? Okay, let's try this. Now, you were a believer in Christ. Have you seen Christ? Have you had an experience with him since your passing? He was here. Yeah. For people that follow Christ and we call on him, regardless of the pain that we're in, we know that he will be there. He will be there for us. I have that faith and I trust in that. You're a beautiful soul, 30 years old. It's a shame, but it's what happened, and I know you will be okay. Do you feel okay right now? Is there anything that you want people to know right now? How does it feel using your own voice to speak? Is it comforting? Is it okay for you? I get something a lot. I don't know. Now I'm going to pray for you. I know that you, like I said, you said that. I feel like I heard you say Christ was there. Will you pray with me when I say prayers with you later? I mean, a lot of people are protesting and my phone is dinging here, hold on. A lot of people are protesting, and I think JP there was relieved of his duties at the church. Sounds like he was very controlling, very abusive type person, and I'm sorry to hear that. Any thoughts you want to say about him or about that? Okay. I think that we have a good connection here right now, and I just would like to stay a couple more minutes and try this, and then I'm going to let you go for right now. And I think I'm hearing enough that I will ask for you later. I'm just letting you know. If I hear enough that's saying that you will want to, then I will do so. I'm only here to help. I care. If a case or a person kind of I feel a connection to, or it affects me in some way, then I feel it's important to ask for them. And give them a voice, give them a chance to speak. I prayed to Christ for all my guidance, for anything that I do in this work. It's because of Jesus that I'm able to do this work. I know it goes against what most people in the church think, and I think they're very misguided when it comes to it, but I respect it. But this is very special work and very important, and I'm grateful to do it. Is there anything you want to say about this or about anything else? Okay. All right, later on tonight, probably around 11 or 12-ish, I'm going to ask for you. I'm going to give you another good 20, 30 minutes to come through on 2 different devices. So is that okay? Are you okay with that? For sure. Okay. Mica, I greet you again. I want to give you a little bit more of an opportunity to speak tonight. I want to ask you some questions, and at the end of this session, I'm going to pray with you. If you would be so kind to join me in prayer. I do this with anyone I ask for. Some people I feel need it more than others, but I think it would be wonderful if we prayed together. I greet you, Mica. How are you? Can you use this? Okay. Now, as you know, it's tough for me to hear in real time, but some things I can hear, and a lot I have to go back and listen. I'm just focusing on you. It's important that I give you a chance to speak. This is your voice, no words. So it's your job to form responses from this gibberish speech that is here. But it is your voice. Do you have any regrets about taking your own life? Do you have any regrets about it? But you are okay on the other side, correct? You are okay on the other side, right? Do you have any message for the people that are following this, that are showing support? Do you have any, let me ask you, for your, I think, brother and sister, I don't know if that's accurate, I'm remembering that correctly, but do you have any message for them? I don't know if they'll see this, and if they did, they probably wouldn't believe it, I don't know. But it is good for you to state what it is you feel. Do you have any message for them, for your family? Got the same voice track on my phone. I'm going to hit play. We're going to run it, and I'm going to ask you questions, and then I'm going to turn this dial and allow you to use that audio. All right? But I need to focus on you a little better. I want to ask you again, just in case so we get a clear response. Do you feel that your decision was the best decision to make? Even though we know now that, and I know you said that if I ever died from a gunshot wound that looked like it was self-induced, self-inflicted, whatever, that it wasn't you, that it might have been your husband. But hearing the 911 call and the coroner's report that it was, that doesn't mean that your husband, Pastor John Paul, wasn't wrong, that he did plenty of things. We know that. I feel I can't convict a man without, I don't know the proof, but intuitively it feels like what you were saying makes sense. I believe you in what you were saying. What's something that you want to tell us about him? What do you want us to know? If there's anything that you want us to know about him. Is there anything that I can do to help you in any way? If there's anything that I could do to help, what would that be? Have you been around your family? Have you been around your immediate family? Mother. Well, I want to thank you. It's an honor for me to connect with you, any soul, but with you, and for giving me the opportunity to talk with you, hoping that I'm being of service in some kind, and I'm going to ask you to pray with me. All right? All right. So I'm going to pray now. I'm going to picture your face. I'm going to picture kind of holding your hand, and I'm going to say a prayer. Envision the light, asking the light to shine down on you, filling you up, that angels be with you, that Christ is with you, and that justice is served in the way that it's supposed to, okay? All right, thank you, Mica, thank you. Okay. This is another session that I didn't hear a whole lot, but I know she's there. Hearing that response earlier today, asking about Christ, and hearing her say he was there. It's a very direct and a very real and probably the most comforting response that I could hear in any of these sessions, just asking for her. I'm going to shut everything off and I'm going to pray with her right now. And I thank you all for following this work, this channel, what I do, supporting it, letting me know how you feel. It means a lot. Until next time, I love you all.